Hey YouTubers, you're looking at a Yamaha YP-D4 direct drive turntable. This is a recent acquisition of mine, and when I was looking for information on this online, I couldn't find a ton, particularly looking for video reviews on YouTube. So now that I've got this, I've had it for just a little while, I thought I'd kind of give you an overview and do a quick review and demo of this thing and put it out there for you to enjoy. And I hope that if you're in the market for one of these, you'll find this helpful. The headline here really is if you do have one of these available to you, pick it up. This is a great direct drive turntable. It's very straightforward design wise and feature wise, but it's got a classic vintage turntable look, that classic late 70s look. And I'm going to run through the features and then we're going to listen to some music. I'll give you some close up shots so you can really get a sense of the detail of this and then we'll wrap things up. So I'm going to run you through all the features of this as they are. As I mentioned, it's pretty straightforward feature-wise, and they are all on the front panel here, which is interesting. You see this kind of brushed steel panel. So up front here, you've got your speed controls for 33, 45, and then your pitch controls for both of those. And I have to tell you that I don't spend a whole lot of time with these because as you can tell by the strobe, which is located right here behind the logo, you can see it down there. This thing holds speed very, very well. You don't really have to get in there and mess with this. I bought this off the original owner. Again, this dates back to 78, and other than replacing the stylus, he really never had this serviced. So this is all original other than the stylus. Continue along the front here. You get your cut button, which will get you in and out of any track without damage to your stylus or your LP. And then the Q lever is located on the front as well, instead of the normal position, typically back here by the tone arm weight. So this is the tone arm, as you can see. It's an S tone arm on here. The one thing I can tell you is that there's, when you put the tone arm in place, there is no lock here. It does clip into place, so it's somewhat secure, but it definitely does not have a lock for if you needed to transport this or whatever. In terms of cost, I bought this off of Craigslist, and I paid $100 for it from the original owner, as I mentioned, and was glad to pay $100 for it. It has a new Empire stylus on it, and the other thing is it was within driving distance, so I didn't have to deal with shipping and potential damage during transport. So that was pretty important to me. Complete with dust cover, and if you run across one of these with a damaged dust cover, don't stay away from it. You'll find replacements on eBay for $100, but if you look at the dimensions carefully, you'll realize this dust cover is common to a lot of other Yamaha turntables and also Pioneer turntables as well. So you can find yourself a used replacement. So don't worry about a damaged dust cover if you find a good unit that has a bad dust cover, because that's going to be a common problem. But you can find yourself a used one for less than they sell those reproductions on eBay for. Okay, so keep that in mind. Great bass on this. There's a nice heavy platter. The bass is really nice. It's a rosewood veneer, and I apologize it's a little dark to see this, but it's really, really attractive. It's got a great grain on it. It almost looks more like, Brazilian rosewood or cocobolo. It's just got a great grain to it. But again, this is just a vinyl veneer, and I'm guessing that's some kind of MDF or something under there. It really is substantial in weight. I didn't put it on a scale, but it is very steady. It's got solid feet under there as well. You won't be able to see those. So it's well constructed. I don't have to worry about vibration. This is a basement setup, so that's not a concern of mine. But I would say that for any application, this is probably going to do you pretty well because it really is solidly built. So I hope that you will pursue one of these if you have access to it. These, again, I paid $100 for this. I've seen them go for as much as $200. So that seems to be the range. And this one is in dead mint condition. And again, had that new stylus on it. So I think I did pretty well. But even if you were to find yourself one really clean with a good stylus and cartridge on it for $200, I think you're doing okay. You're paying good money, but you're getting a great product. So I'm going to give you a demo of this, and I'm going to run it through this system here, which is a Marantz system from just about the same era. That's a Marantz 140 power amp on top. It's 75 watts a channel. That's a 3200 preamp down below, and don't need it for the purpose of this test and demo, but that's a Marantz 112 tuner in the middle there. And I'm going to be running all of that through a pair of these. And these are JBL L50s. That's a three-way floor speaker, or large bookshelf, I guess you could say even. That's a 10-inch woofer, and then it's got adjustable mids and highs. It's a great set of speakers, and really complements the tone coming out of both this turntable and that Marantz setup. So I'm going to get you some music, and I'll give you some close-up shots with the camera while the music plays. So what we're going to listen to is a track off of this album, which date backs to just about the same time as the receiver. So we're in good shape. So give this a listen, and we'll be back to wrap this up. Enjoy. All right, so there you go. That's six blade knife, Dire Straits, of course, and the Yamaha YP-D4 turntable. Again, I can encourage you to get your hands on one of these if you have it available to you. And again, I don't know if these are rare or not. I've not seen a ton of them, but when you do come across them, they seem to go for a decent price. So do what you can to negotiate yourself a good deal. But again, if you're anywhere between $100 and $200, I think you're doing just fine, especially if you've got a decent dust cover on there and a good cartridge and stylus. So that's it from here. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you found it helpful. And if not, I hope you at least enjoyed the music. Catch you guys all on YouTube. And if you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, give it a comment, and I'll see you around. Thanks.